Yeah, today 200 female officers serve on the Cleveland Division of Police. One of them is newly appointed Police Chief Todd.
She's only the second female officer in Cleveland's history to lead the police department, and she's ready to tackle some of the city's biggest challenges.
Of course, violent crime is, the biggest thing, but I think humanizing police officers is, really a big part of it.
New at 4, our Lindsay Buckingham sat down with Chief Todd to talk about her journey here and her plans for the future.
On February 29th, Cleveland Police Chief Dorothy Todd took an oath.
I, Dorothy A. Todd.
I, Dorothy A. Todd.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To lead a city she served for the last 24 years.
Congratulations, Chief.
There are 1,167 officers on the force. 200 of them are women.
How does it feel to be only the second woman in history to lead this department?
It's amazing. I was in a meeting and I came out of a meeting and there was a nice bouquet of flowers. So I opened the card and it was from Mary Bounds, who was the first female chief. And she said, finally, another female.
The gesture meant everything, and so did being sworn in front of her daughter, Rebecca.
I worked night shift most of my career when I was in patrol, and she would get up in the middle of the night to come home, to go to the sitter. She has been by my side, never a complaint.
Chief Todd knows the challenges that lie ahead for the city, but she's up for it.
Violent crime is always going to be a challenge. That is something that we have to always rethink how we respond to it, and we have to make sure that we have the proper tools that are in place for our officers who are out there.
Tools like the recently launched Real-Time Crime Center and license plate readers. Police recruitment is still a work in progress, but Todd wants to make it clear she does not believe the department is understaffed.
Mayor Bibb has, given the officers a significant raise. He's also put in the 12-hour shifts. And he's doing everything to make sure that the Division of Police is successful. With the current numbers we are, staffed at, we're still answering the same calls for service.
She's leading a department that is dealing with sometimes tense relations between community members and officers.
It's important to really understand, for all our men and women to understand and appreciate what the role of being a police officer is. And, we make a big impact on the community. We are what they look to for their safety and security.
Chief Todd also addressed safety concerns downtown, saying one of her goals was to help make people feel safer when they visit, saying, quote, "We are here to make sure that we provide a blooming downtown." In the newsroom, Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News.